quite a few people tonight, too.
Welcome to January 15th, 2026 Rainbow Lakes Estates Advisory Board Meeting. We ask that you silence electronic devices and step outside to take calls. Outbursts and interruptions are not permitted. Please take your seat and help us maintain a respectful and productive meeting. Thank you for being here. Registered speakers have 5 minutes, and those signing up at the door have 2 minutes. Non-agenda items may be addressed during public comment toward the end of the meeting. Please state your name and address, submit any supporting documents to the staff assistant, Jen. And note that all remarks and materials become part of the official record. Personal attacks against staff, board members, or volunteers will not be tolerated. Please keep comments respectful within your time limit and focus on meeting-related issues. I thank you for your cooperation. If you wish to speak with someone in the audience during the meeting, please address the chair first. Direct conversations with board members or public speakers is allowed during the agenda or general public comment portions without going through the chair. We also ask that all electronic devices be silenced and not used during the meeting. Thank you for helping us to maintain a respectful and orderly environment. And now we'll say the blessing. Heavenly Father, we come before you with grateful hearts to the business of the people. Please guide us in these proceedings to be humble and always mindful of what is best for our residents. Please help us not to be prideful or arrogant and remind us of our duty to the people and their welfare. Please let us work diligently to treat others with dignity and respect, keeping in mind that all of us are equal in your eyes and we all deserve nothing less. Thank you for all you provide and all those we serve. All these things we ask in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Now the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we have roll call.
Amber Bonlander. Here. Catherine Bryant. Here. John Connor.
Here.
Alan George McKay.
Here.
Steve Stritzinger. Dan Wilshusen.
Here. Here.
Hello. Here. You got to turn it on, Dan. Okay, thanks, Jen. Before we go any farther, I wanted to make a statement. We come to this table missing our former chairman, Dallas Seville. Many of us have come to respect and trust his sage counsel and wit. I believe I speak for the board when I acknowledge his accomplishments and leadership over the last 8 years. We will miss him greatly and wish him well in all he may do in the future. Thank you for your time. Now, we're going to have the election of the chairman and vice chairman for 2026.
And I'll be back around to collect. Give it to John.
Tough vote. We missed Dallas already. I mean, not that I don't think you're perfectly capable of doing this, obviously.
The coffee's not too bad tonight. Coffee's pretty good.
I wouldn't know I brought my own. I didn't think there was water, remember?
I think they brought it.
I think so too. Okay.
Yep.
Pardon?
Actually, you should do it.
You should do it. You're impartial.
First time.
Mhm.
Okay, so for the advisory board chairman seat for the Rainbow Lakes Estates Advisory Board, unanimously voted and elected Dan Wilshusen.
Wow.
Congratulations, Dan.
That's wild. I did not expect that. Put that thing down.
Hey, it's yours, man.
Yeah,
You
leave
wanted-
it there.
For the election for advisory board vice chairman, Alan George McKay.
Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
Okay, we gotta switch.
All right.
You gotta be on my right, man. Ridiculous. Take your shit.
Well, now you gotta take your thingy back and give me my coffee.
Oh, yes, thanks.
You could have just, you
can
could have
keep
just
the
stayed
phone.
there.
Don't forget the name.
Hey, give me my sign.
That's all right. I'll be George for a while.
No,
All right.
no, you can't be me.
I just want to say something real quick. I just want to thank the other members of the board for your vote of confidence in this. I really appreciate that, and it means a lot to me. For the last 3.5 years, I have fought and tried and worked to eliminate the line between Levy County and Marion. I also want to let you know that your vote tonight is a historic vote. For the first time since RLE has been in existence for 58 years, you have now elected a chairman that sits in Levy County. Congratulations. Okay, with that being said, are there any additional announcements? No? And we have no new agenda items, so.
No, we have new, we don't have old.
Okay, thank you, no old.
You did have one, Chair.
Yeah.
You did have one.
Oh, yes, we do have an announcement. Thank you, George.
Hey, what can I say?
We need to congratulate Katie Burton. She apparently had the baby, and we need to welcome our new baby, bouncing baby girl.
Yeah, she's still up.
Thanks.
Mhm.
At this point, we also need to move on. We don't have announcements, but I do need a motion and a second for the minutes of November 20th.
I make the motion.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion?
No, I like having the information available. It's nice to have the entire, it's virtually a transcript. It is.
Yeah, I wanted
I
to
appreciate
say
that
as
because
well,
it makes it
so-
a lot simpler for us.
Absolutely. All right, so we have a first, we have a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to advisory board member reports. Let's start off with George McKay, Roads and Public Safety.
Okay, that's yours. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Nice to be able to say that. Not that I didn't appreciate the job, but I appreciate you having it a lot more. You will find out. Fire rescue incidents for December, there were 50 total and 5 incidents for Station 14, which is our station, our local station. From my FDOT contact, Kevin Marquez, he's advised me that he has been promoted to Turnpike Enterprise and will not be my contact any longer. Put me in touch with his replacement, Abid Varani, who is a contractor, so don't expect the extremely good information that we've had, the fast information we've had in the past. His brief comment to me was as follows. Regarding your inquiry of the above mentioned project, we have received 100% plans in mid-December and they are currently under review. The engineer is finalizing some minor design items and should be able to begin the work by the end of the month. I did a road inspection on Levy County improvements. They look fantastic. The job on 100th Place is very well done. I don't know if you've been out there or not. It previously had been nothing but dirt and ruts. It was terrible. It was a terrible road. And it's nice paved road now, nice and wide, excellent. And buses will not have a problem negotiating it at all. My road inspection revealed that contractors continue to damage our roads, and the building department is on their case to get it resolved. I observed large drop-offs, which is where the side berm has washed away or been worn away by traffic, are observed at Tarpon and Shorewood, and Freshwater Court and Shorewood, and Deepwater and Shorewood. And the level of new construction is likely unprecedented. I don't believe we've had the level of construction that we're currently experiencing. Driving around, I drove around for 2 hours and I was amazed at all of the new houses that weren't there before. So it's incredible. Our home count will be impressive by the end of the year. In keeping with that, please drive carefully. We have so much, or so many roads. We have 175 miles of roads in RLE. Some of them are narrower, and some people drive like it's a racetrack. I see people driving 60 miles an hour on a road that's supposed to be 30, and it's not safe, of course, but apparently they don't care about that. Finally, if you see it, report it. I'm going to keep pounding on that every time, because if we have a wonderful area here, we have a beautiful area, and we can make it a little bit better if we do this simple thing. Document as best you can and report all crimes. We can make our, we can all make our little corner of the county a little bit better. And glad to see Lieutenant here. Lieutenant, is this your rotation for the year?
It's my rotation hopefully till retirement.
Far out. Get used to you then. Good, great. Glad to see you. Glad to see you on board. And want to tell you, I appreciate seeing more officer attention here. Seeing more patrols. I'm very grateful for that. I appreciate it. I'd love to go and give them a coffee, but that might be seen as favoritism or something. So I don't know about that. But appreciate it. Thank you. Tell your guys thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Chairman.
All right, Amber.
So based on the Yes, ma'am. How's that? No better?
Is it on?
It's on. I'm just not close. There you go. All right, based on the report provided by Marion County to Rainbow Lakes Estates, Rainbow Lakes General Government expenses year to date, $22,891.60. Revenues, $4,343.82, for a balance of $18,547.78. RLE Recreation expenses $7589.63. Revenue $24,086.34, for a balance of $16,496.71. RLE Road and Street expenses year to date $25,918.62. Revenues $6,284.53, for a balance of $19,634.09.
I'm sorry, Amber, could you repeat the expenses for rec?
Recreation was $7589.63.
Thank you. And the last question, these reports were sent to you when? I'm looking for an as-of date.
It just says advisory board meeting January 15th, 2026.
Okay, thank you. Is that it?
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Kathy, you want to talk about recreation?
Sure. Let's see.
Kathy?
Microphone on and pull it close. It's not even on yet.
Before we
You have to
get
pull the
started.
slider at the top towards you.
You there?
A little closer.
No?
That's better.
A little louder, but you got it now.
Okay, recreation, we have a lot of things to do out there. The Fibercraft Society with Jennifer Coca meets on the second and fourth Saturdays from 12 to 3 p.m. at the Creative Arts Center.
Can't hear you.
Make sure you can hear this.
Yeah, it's on.
You just gotta,
almost like
yeah,
We
speak up.
sanitize it, you can kiss it.
Okay.
You're welcome, we sanitize it, you can get closer.
Yes, okay. All right, the Fibercraft Society,
There we go.
Jennifer Coca, meets on the second and fourth Saturdays from 12 to 3 p.m. at the Creative Arts Center. They do knitting, crocheting, and other fiber crafting activities. And Jennifer has anything else? Nope, okay. The Pins and Needles Stitchers Club with Marcy McKay meets on Mondays from 10 until 2 at the Creative Arts Center. Both of these clubs are a lot of fun. Anything else to add to it?
Always welcoming new members.
Right.
Love to have anybody come and join us, even if they don't know how to sew, or know how to crochet, or know how to knit, we'll teach you.
Yep.
We'll teach you.
Yes, they
Even
do.
you can.
They do teach you, yes. The Poker Club meets on Tuesdays and Fridays from 11 to 3 at the Creative Arts Center. Mary Hoffman can answer any of your questions. The Domino Club meets on Friday nights from 7 p.m. at the Community Center Complex. Angel Public has more information on that. Tater Tots on Thursdays from 10 until noon at the Community Center for the Wilderness. It is free and it's open to the entire public. Youth Center is open on Wednesdays and Fridays from 4 to 6. Currently, there is a nominal charge of $5 a year for residents and $10 for non-residents. Kayaks are available to the public for rent on Mondays through Fridays from 8 to 4. The rental is $25 for 4 hours and $5 for each additional hour. The fitness center on Ivy is open 24/7. If anyone wants to look at photographs of the equipment, I do have the buildings. very spacious and clean. Registration appointments are available at the RLE office. And currently, the annual fee is $25 for 1 year, $50 for 2. Plant swap is changing to 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Open to the public. Bring a plant, swap a plant. And that's at the community center here. The garden club will meet on the second Tuesdays of each month at the community center at 1 p.m. Dues are $1 per meeting. And you can contact Carol Stelzer if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you next month. Starting January the 7th, Rainbow Lakes Dungeons and Dragons Club will meet at the Creative Arts Center at 7 p.m. General club fees is $10 for residents and $15 for non-residents. Now that includes any of the clubs that you join, no matter how many. Let's see. For information, you can contact David Harris and Robert Howard. The dance club meets at the community center, and that's twice a month, every other Wednesday, and it's a lot of fun. I can barely walk, but I love to hear the music and attempt to stay on my feet. It's too much fun to skip, you know? Volunteers are needed to help with all the recreation activities. Level 1 background check is necessary. RLE will pay the fees.
That's all you have?
That's all I have.
Okay. John Connor, Buildings.
Once again, I'd just like to say thank you to the grounds.
You're
and
not on.
All right, that better? Better?
Better.
That's better.
I just want to say thank you to the grounds and maintenance crews, because whenever I go around and I look at our properties and buildings and things, they look fantastic. I haven't noticed any new damage on any of the other places, and the only thing that I would have to report is about the restrooms here, but I was hoping Jen could shine some light on the restrooms.
Oh, what's going on with this building?
Yeah.
So currently, it is a plumbing issue, but it's involved with the septic and the connection to the septic tank. So we have to have some mitigation done on the septic tank, and we can't use the plumbing until that is complete. We actually only have one quote in now, despite Tiffany and I chasing down the vendors. So we're waiting on the other 2 quotes to come in to see what that total cost and what all the work that needs to be done on it. So no, I know some folks online thought there was a broken pipe. There's no water damage, nothing like that. It's just where the pipes connect to the septic outside. And so until that is working, we cannot use the septic tank, which means we cannot put anything down the drain. So hopefully we'll get that answer early next week. Like I said, we already have calls out for quotes. We're just waiting for them to come back. And we will resume all clubs next week. What we did have a bathroom issue with the male bathroom that was down on the hill, and Miguel got that fixed right away. So what we'll be able to do until we do get that replaced is keep the clubs going here, and they can either use the bathroom across the way at the district office or down at the Horseshoe Garage, whichever's easier for them.
Got it. That's good.
So yeah, we'll be able to get back into, we just kind of had to do a temporary pause when she told me to pause operation on the tank for that time. So,
Got it.
Jen?
Thank you.
Wait.
Jen, is it collapsed pipes or?
No, it's just the connection. Unfortunately, I'm not a plumber or the septic person, but the way they explained it to me is that they need to possibly replace the tank and fix where it connects to the pipes.
Okay.
Probably an
So-
aging tank.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
probably,
I wish I was more
probably
technical.
original.
Exactly.
Building.
But yeah, so we are gonna end up having to replace the tank, and then probably whatever the connection is outside the tank to our plumbing system. But it was just easier to say plumbing than to say septic because ew. So I just said there was a plumbing issue, but yes, it's connected to the
Yeah,
septic.
nobody likes trouble with that, no.
Yeah.
And with that, that's all I got.
All right. Thank you, John. Steve is absent, so we have nothing for the code enforcement, and that leaves me. So currently on the backside of RLE in Levy County, we have 3, when it comes to code enforcement, there are 3 occupied RVs on lots. Those have been already turned in. There are 2 hearings coming up on the 21st of January regarding one of those RVs. The other one is regarding the 13 portable trailers that are currently sitting on Southeast 139th on a piece of property there. This particular property, there is a history of the same type of violation in the past, so it'll be interesting to see what the magistrate comes up with for that. Roads maintenance, looks like most of the work out in Levy County is done. Thank you very much. They completed the grading at Southeast 136th and 105th. So now we'll see what happens when we get our first really good rain and make sure that we still have, you know, those 2 roads and just not a big sand pit in the middle of it. So I wanted to say thanks. Public safety, currently there are no issues in our area. Thank you, George, for coming out and driving through our area. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then I did want to touch on finance. This is kind of why I was asking you, Amber, about the dates on the reports that you received, because my understanding is that we close the 3rd quarter in December. So we should be receiving our 1st quarter current fiscal year reports anytime. Is that correct?
I would assume so, yeah. We're starting the new fiscal.
Okay.
So, yeah, well,
Could
We'll
you
have
check
to
with
check with
Chad
Chad.
or, yeah,
We'll have to check with Chad, yeah.
yeah.
I apologize, yes.
Let him know that the board out here is looking for our finances. I want to make sure we stay on those. Okay, and with that, I am done with the Levy County report. So now we move on to staff reports. Joe Markham, do you have anything that you'd like to add?
Just to add that, like you said, we've completed all the asphalt work. We are installing sod out there along the roadway, so
I saw that.
that'll keep washing some of those areas out. And then at the end of January, we will be doing the striping of the roadways and stuff. So you'll see all the thermal striping on there, all those lines getting on the roads that are supposed to be there, stop bars and such.
Levy is done.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all done with the asphalt there.
No, their striping is done as
Oh,
well.
sorry, yeah, it's supposed to be done by tomorrow, so they may have, or sorry, the striping should be done by the end of January, like all of it, is what I'm saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
because you're leading me into my next question for you, Joe, which was, I'm very familiar with what's going on in the Levy side. I am remiss, my bad. I have not gone out to Shasta, Viola, Wisteria, or Tamaracks because they were on the to-be-done list for 2025.
Okay.
So I don't know the status of those. I was actually going to ask George, but since you're sitting here.
Yeah, as far as I know, everything that was supposed to be done is done. Pete said all the asphalt work was completed, so if anything we have coming up for 2026, we'll be starting to go through the.
Okay, that was going to be the next one, was are we in line to start the next phase?
As far as I know, I talked to Pete yesterday on it, he said we are currently on track for everything, and we are not behind on anything. So we're looking good here, everything seems to be going really well.
And we're still in line for budget?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, there was no, I talked with him on the budget as well, there's no issue in budget.
Okay, thanks.
Excellent. Yeah, they've done a great job on the roads here in Marion
Yeah,
County.
they seem to go really easy. I know sometimes you get out to a road and you find stuff that you add more money or have to add contingency to, but it's been really easy out here, so it's going really quick and pretty well.
Well, unfortunately, when our roads were built, they were done on the cheap.
You're not the only one here. I mean,
No,
yeah,
no.
it's fine.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I don't have anything, like I said, everything's been going pretty well, so I don't have anything to let go. We already talked about the septic. I'll be taking over Katie's duties until Katie comes back, should be sometime in March. So if you have any issues here as well that you would normally take to Katie, please bring it up to me.
That's good to know. I'll have to get your number. All right, Jennifer Normwell.
You did it! Yeah, okay, yes.
I only have to be told about 4 times, but.
It's okay, it's a hard name. So I I do have the staff report for the program attendance. For the fitness center in December, well, in November we had 225. In December we saw 180. The youth center in November was 35. In December we saw 53. The plant swap was 10 in November and 8 in December. Special events, the Fall Festival was 700 people in November, and the Holly Jolly Holiday Christmas Party was 400 people in December. The Domino's Club was 48 people in November, and in December, 21.
Ooh.
The Poker Club was 40 in November and 43 in December. Fibercraft Society was 12 in November and 15 in December. Tater Tot Tuesday was 30 in November and 20 in December. Pins and Needles was 17 in November and 16 in December. The total in November was 1,107 in attendance for those programs, and in December, 756. Staff obviously believes that is due to holiday traveling, mostly. So we did see some reduce in that second half of the time. For work orders for the roads crew in December, we currently have 3 that have been closed and 4 that are open. Year to date, we have 107 closed and 15 open. For rentals booked year to date this year, we have Community Center 3 and the Pavilions 1. Then also for updates for our programming, on February 11th, we have coffee and conversation at the district office at 10 a.m. On February 13th, we have our first quarter meet and eat dinner, which is called Meet, Eat, and Be Sweet, and it's a dinner dance with live music. Then on the 3rd, we are starting a new program in February called Maker Mondays, which is an adult makers program that starts with wristlet keychains and bead jewelry, which is ran by our recreational leader, Megan. It will be held on Mondays on the 3rd Monday of every month starting out, and hopefully it will get more popular so we can do it more frequently.
And what was the first date again? I'm sorry.
The first date for Meet and Eat?
No. For the makers, Mark.
For the makers,
Monday.
it's, I don't have the date, I have the 3rd Monday. The 3rd Monday, I'm so sorry, yeah. The 3rd Monday, she didn't give me the date when she told me. And then on March 21st, we have Flapjacks and Finds, which is our community yard sale and pancake breakfast. So that's our first quarter programming, and the team is working on the next quarter of programming. In addition, you will notice at all locations that we are compliant with our ordinance, and all of the signage of the ordinance has been placed now at all properties. That is our buildings and grounds gentleman, Miguel. He got up all of the signage. He's also working on the water fountains at Seacliff Park. We did have one water fountain that for some reason gave us a lot of trouble, so we have a temporary standing fountain out there right now until we can get it fixed. Trying to think what else. A lot of stuff has been done this month. So the other thing we're working on is making sure that that all of the park signs are accurate with the dawn to dusk. So all of the stickers have been updated. We are now no longer inviting vampires into the park. We are only open from dawn to dusk, not from dusk to dawn.
Good.
And then also there are some conflicting signs that he's taking down that are very, very old that used to say we were open till 10:30. And so now we're switching those out as well. So Miguel does have a very long list of items that he's working on right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jen, I wanted to just take an opportunity here to say publicly, the Christmas program was fantastic.
Oh, good.
You outdid yourself. It was great. People had a wonderful time. I've had people come up to me and tell me that. So
Wow.
they enjoyed it, they had fun, and even I had fun.
You were an excellent gingerbread man. You were an excellent gingerbread man.
I want to know who ended up being the snowman this year.
Yeah.
It-
My team will be very happy to hear that. They
But
worked
we
very
did have
hard,
one?
and
Yeah.
they definitely worked very hard and to expand the programming and to give more. And so we're hoping to do that in the first quarter as well by giving the community the yard sale and the pancake breakfast. So everyone always wanted a breakfast. So yeah, we are listening and trying to implement more things. So that's nice to hear. Thank you.
Yeah.
Question.
How early are we gonna have to get up for breakfast?
It starts at 9, it's not too bad. If I can get up at 9, George, you can get up at 9, come on.
Lord, I'm up at 5. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
I was about to say.
The
Ask my
older you
wife,
get,
she'll
the
tell
less
you.
you sleep. Who was the snowman this year?
Oh gosh, I forgot his name.
Well, yeah, who was Frosty?
He doesn't, I apologize, I don't remember his name, but he does not speak as much of our English, so I don't remember his name. But he is a volunteer that's new, and I'll ask Tiffany for you and find out who.
No
it is.
worries, I was just curious who was
Now,
my
the
replacement.
Grinch, if everyone, we got a lot of compliments on the Grinch this year, and it was Miguel, the buildings and grounds guy.
Awesome.
Yeah. And of course, Adam actually was an elf as well.
He was an elf?
Yeah, Adam was an elf.
Adam was an elf, yes.
We forced him.
Anything else?
No, that is everything. Unless you have any questions for me, let me know.
I'll get to you later.
Okay.
Lieutenant, you're new and we'd like to welcome you. Could you let us know your name and any input that you have?
Slide it up.
Okay, get it close. Does that work? All right, I'm Lieutenant Michael Moore with the Marion County Sheriff's Office. I spent most of my career on the other side of the county. So my background is actually the traffic unit. I spent most of my career in the traffic unit, and I spent the other half of my career in the drug unit. So I have now moved over to this side of the county, and I've asked them, I heard that there was a opening coming because Lieutenant Bowinkle was going to Northwest. So I asked them if I could come over to the Denellen District, and I was lucky enough that they said yes. So your community blows my mind because, and I don't know if anybody's explained to you how big the Denellen District is. We have 110th Avenue on the east side, and it goes all the way to the county line. And then I have from Levy County all the way to Citrus County. So within that entire district, it's very, very rare that I hear anything about your community. Most of my stuff is everywhere else. However, I came out here and drove around because I wanted to get to know the entire area. And one thing I noticed is that they like to use your roads as speedways. And with my traffic background, it was like, wow, this is gonna be fun for my guys. So
Go get 'em.
I've already made some contacts with some businesses because the biggest thing that I saw was actually your delivery services out here, your FedEx and UPS trucks.
Amen.
Who apparently don't know how to read speed limit signs. So I went and visited them at their facilities over in Ocala, and I talked to their supervisors over there about the enforcement that's going to start if they don't start slowing down their speeds. So I'm all about education first. I talked to my deputies the other day, and that's probably why you've seen a little bit more out here. The way I explain to them is that when we stop vehicles, it's just like high school, you get a free education, you get a written warning. When we stop a car, we look at their history, the driver. If they've already been given a written warning, then apparently they want to pay a little bit of tuition, like a 2-year degree. So we'll write them for the, if they're doing 20 over, we'll write them for 6 over, so that way it's not hitting them too bad in the pocket. If they do have a prior ticket, then apparently they want a 4-year degree. So we go ahead and write them for the next one, and then after that, we start working on our doctoral dissertations, and we start hitting them for everything we can until they understand. That's the way I look at it when it comes to traffic, is, it's a step level on the education side. Most people get it at the high school level. Some we have to go into a 2-year, and then you got some that just don't know. So I do want to meet with you, whoever it is afterwards. There's a lot of areas that I would like to see us get some signs up, and I don't know who that contact's going to be, because we can't do speed enforcement unless there's certain signs, certain distances apart. So if they turn onto a road and there is no sign, I actually can't write them speeding tickets for it. So there's a lot of rules behind that, and I notice there's some areas that we need to address. So I was gonna get with you guys next week when I come down. I was gonna set up a meeting. But for me, you said it earlier, please call us, email us, let us know if you have stuff going on. The one thing I did notice in your community is you have a ton of new construction. We have been very lucky so far that they're not messing with it. In my other areas, that's where my detective is spending most of his time right now, is because the new appliances are going missing. The fuses out of the fuse panels are being missing and stuff like that. So with that being said, if you hear the helicopter flying over you at nighttime, I spoke to our helicopter division because they actually go out and do patrols, just like a patrol deputy does. So I asked them if they would put us on their list because of all the new construction that we have, if they would add us to their patrol list, so that way they'll fly over, and if they see anything suspicious at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, they'll call a deputy to come out there and check out with them. So
Thank
the same
you.
thing, if anybody in the community sees something, please let us know, because again, I only have so many deputies. You know, I got 6 eyes running around, but 100 spies help me out tremendously.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
I'm more than happy to take it. The other thing we do is I'm a numbers guy. So I do database policing, which means that I use heat maps, I use crime trends. I start looking to see what's coming and what's been there before, and it kind of helps me forecast and put my people in the right places. So the more that you can call me and report stuff, the more data that gives me, so I can forecast a little bit better to place my deputies in the right places. So.
Perfect.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Yes, thank you. Okay, with that, I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to this myself. I'm like, what some of the things that you hit on, speeding, big issue here. One of the things that we've noticed in the time that we lived here, stop signs here are pretty much, suggested.
Correct. They're yield.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. If that, I mean, we've had a couple of accidents that I'm fully aware of, been witness to, have seen, where they don't even stop. They just roll through, and we have collisions out here.
Speaking of accidents, just to give you an update on that, so I'm actually in charge of putting a traffic crash program together for the sheriff's office. The sheriff has decided that he doesn't want his citizens sitting on the side of the road for 2 to 3 hours waiting on FHP anymore. We have hired 10 civilians, and I have actually trained every single deputy in Denellen. Your Denellen district is going to be where we started, and then we're going to grow it out from there. But
Awesome.
probably in about 6 months from now, any traffic crash that is not a fatality, the sheriff's office is going to start responding and working to those. So that way you don't have to sit on the side of the road, wait for the
That is
FHP.
fantastic.
And that was Sheriff Woods. He went to the county commissioners, got the funding for it, and we just ramped it up. We just started training everybody back in November. So we just got to get everybody with their feet under them.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you very
Excellent.
much.
Thank you.
All right, I guess we're moving on. New business. I guess this goes to you, Joe. We're looking for an update on the clubhouse use progress and when we can start moving some of our groups in there.
All right, so for the clubhouse, we should be done with the painting tomorrow. Then they're gonna start the floor installation, and then after that, we'll finish the mechanicals and stuff. We're looking at an estimate about 30 days or so. Hopefully, that's what we're estimating right now, so the middle of next month is what we're estimating, as long as there's no other issues. If more issues come up, it will bounce a couple more days past that, but we're on track
Please
so far.
keep us in the loop on that because already, it's not a ding because I used to do this, but we now are over our allotted time.
Right.
So I do want to stay on that. And then I'm going to ask the most obvious question, I guess. Is the septic issue that we're currently experiencing any part of that building? Do they share the same septic?
No, they have a different septic, so
Okay.
that one was replaced more recently, so it shouldn't be an issue going forward. This one is an older septic tank, so we're gonna get this one taken care of and back up in operationals as soon as possible. It's on the top of the list.
Yes, they are part of it.
The bathrooms were updated, but as you said, they're still finishing those. And then once the building is finished and ready after construction, as you know, the 2 storage rooms were not touched. So our staff will have to go through and clean out those rooms, because right now they're just packed with stuff. So, yeah, so we can move some of the groups that don't have a lot of storage in once that's open, but we'll need just a small smidgen of time to clean that out for anyone who has storage.
Most of the clubs that use that don't require a whole lot of storage. I mean, it's
Some
really
have, yeah.
the Domino's Club and things
Mhm.
like that.
But we have other clubs that are interested in moving in there temporarily.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
discuss that, because I
Yeah.
know what's coming that's further down the line here with the Creative Arts Center.
Mhm.
But we'll discuss that in a moment, okay?
Okey-dokey.
I want to hit on, now that we've talked about that, and that's kind of what I was expecting. I was hoping that it would be a little bit closer to like the end of January, but I understand. I want to talk about the schedule for February, because that's going to have an impact on the staff. That is because we are not giving up our meeting for the budget workshop, okay? When Katie set it up, what she should have done was look back in history on that. It should have been made for a different date altogether, instead of on the date of the existing meeting, but it was, and that's okay. But what we're gonna end up doing is the meeting on next February's meeting, that is typically on the 3rd Thursday, will be starting earlier so that we can encompass the budget workshop. And of course, all residents are welcome to attend that as well. It has an impact on where your tax dollars and assessments are going. So if you're interested in that, I encourage you to come to that workshop. But I also want the staff to understand that we will be conducting our normal business meeting after that, so that will be an extended meeting for you.
Not sure exactly how long. Estimate, if we started the meeting at 6 o'clock, that probably would be sufficient time. Do you think, do you agree, Chair?
I'm hoping. It really depends upon how we get through this, because there's a couple of things that I will be adding to your workload that pertains to the budget as well. But again, I have to wait to get to that until we get further down the list. And so now we come to the Creative Arts Center. Does anybody have information on that engineer's report yet?
Yeah, we have an estimate from the architect for designing that and such, so he's given us an estimate for just the design for about $12,000. And then once we get moving on that, he said it's gonna be 4 to 5 weeks for the full design to get it back. I mean, yeah, he's gonna do a full design and what is possible in there.
Okay, I received a copy of the plans the last time for the clubhouse. I am interested in receiving a copy of these engineer plans as well.
Yeah, sure, I'll see why that would be a problem.
Okay, I want to make sure that we're encompassing everything that we are fully aware of is going on with that building as well.
Yeah, no, we want you to be happy, so yeah, definitely, it's an easy thing, have a look at it. I mean, if it's within the architect's ability to get what you want, we want you to have it.
Okay, and then this is what I was going to talk to you about, Ms. Normwell. I understand that when the building is down, that we will have to relocate those creative art clubs to the clubhouse. And that's the storage that you're referring to, I'm assuming? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we just need to make room.
yeah, well, yeah, there's a lot that's gonna have to go on, because this room in the back here, the rainbow room, needs to be returned to its rentable facility as well.
It's never been rented.
I know it has not been, but it is set up to be rented, and we need to have that back available.
We can take that into consideration.
That's fine. We put a lot of time, it took us 3 years to get that room done, and unfortunately, it's now storage that was not even discussed. So we need to address that.
Yeah, another point, what is the status of the air conditioning in this building?
It's already been repaired and replaced.
It's already been replaced,
It's all
okay?
taken care of.
Yep.
Everything's up to standard.
Yep.
Is there a possibility that we should have preventive maintenance done on these on a regular basis? So to prevent having to replace something like that, 'cause that's expensive. Those things are not cheap.
Miguel does service what he can, and we do have people come out and service it from a yearly basis. But
Okay.
that unit was one of the oldest units we had in the building. So unfortunately, it just ran its life out.
Okay, I don't want,
Yeah.
I don't want to belittle
Yeah.
anybody, but the problem that we've had with so many of our buildings and so many of our facilities here is they've just been they've gone to hell. They've just, some of them are deplorable. They're getting better, but we as a board, and I'm sure I speak for everybody here, we want these places to be a shining light in Marion County. We want our facilities to look nice. We want them to be functional. We want them to be pretty. And we need good maintenance program and preventive maintenance. I've got mini splits at our house. You have to do maintenance on the doggone things or they won't work. Now, some people, they put these things in and they just let them sit up on the wall, and then they wonder, why is it so cold? Why is it so hot? It's not working because you don't clean the darn things out. The air conditioning system in here, some of it's original, which would be, what would that completed, Dan?
This building was,
91.
yeah, this one was done in the late 80s, early 90s.
Early 90s.
This one.
So that's quite a long time for a public building, and this place has had a lot of use. So I'm not trying to be on anybody's case, but we need to keep this in mind, and the maintenance of our buildings and our facilities, it's got to be a top priority. We've got to do the preventive stuff and keeping things up, and it's not just a matter of slapping some paint on it. We've got to do more than that. We've got to get down to the nuts and bolts, and when things need to be replaced, they need to be replaced. That kind of thing. And
They have been, yeah.
yeah, it's
We've been replacing, for
it's
sure.
vital, and that's the problem. We've got everything's
Yeah.
going to pop right
Yeah,
now.
Since I've been on, I've replaced a lot, so yeah, we are working on that. Miguel is on a regular routine to check every building, to inspect the playgrounds. He has the HVAC inspection list. We have a fire contractor that comes out and checks all of the hood suppression units and all of that. So we are working that. I don't have a service contract on HVAC because it is
That's what I was
so,
gonna ask.
because it is so expensive, actually.
Yes, it is.
So,
Yeah.
right now, I don't have a way to cover that cost. That's something that I want to discuss in the future, because it would be nice to just have someone come out and service all the HVACs more than what Miguel does. Even though he does do all of the filters and he tries to clean the system, he's not trained in HVAC repairs. So
Yeah,
he
as far
is doing the best that he can.
Mhm.
So yes, that is something that I have talked to Katie about exploring in the future. That is on our radar. It's just not currently something that we have.
Particularly in Florida, HVAC systems got to be
Yes.
taken.
But I will tell you, the last time we had the gentleman come out, he did check the entire center, sorry, and looked at everything, because we were trying to figure out why we were having the problem. So he made the recommendation that that was the first one that we needed to replace at that time. There is another unit that is a couple years behind that unit that will need attention eventually, but it is still functioning. And then there was a third unit that was struggling at the time that actually we were able to repair with Miguel. It was simply an electronic issue. So we do look at it, and we are actually looking at the fitness center one, which is still operational. Everything's working out there. Our rec center is still running fine, and so is our youth center. So we are taking all of that into account, yes.
Yeah, I was surprised. This building has 7 units.
We do. We have
I was
7.
like, that is, to me, that is just crazy
That's a lot.
It's
That's
a
a lot
lot.
for no
for
bigger.
this one building.
It is.
I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it is, that's a lot. I hate to belabor the point, but the roof on the clubhouse should have been dealt with already, a long time ago.
It was. That is a new roof that's on it.
Mm,
On the clubhouse?
On the
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, in the clubhouse. He might mean the community center?
This one is coming up.
This one's coming up,
This
yes.
one's
Yeah,
coming up.
because I know that the clubhouse was done, because that's what caused the damage. After we got that one done, we did your office. Your office was done.
Okay.
This one is coming due,
Next.
and I think the youth
Center
center
is
is the
next.
next one.
That's what I remember, yeah. I remember, forgive me, I only looked at this one and the youth center, my next two that were coming up.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna, 7D, we're just gonna roll over. It's quite obvious that they're gone, and thank you.
That was, yeah, that was so that was on Miguel's work plan, for December after Holly Jolly. So he did complete that right about a week and a half after Holly Jolly. They were removed from here, so.
I noticed it when I was making my rounds last week. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I can see inside the building.
Yeah, he did. He did remove them off of his work. Like I said, he does have a work plan, but he's just one gentleman working as fast as his little hands will carry him, so.
All right, do we have anything else for new business, folks?
I think we've beat the bush pretty good.
Okay. I have a couple of things that I need the office to take care of. You had mentioned, because here we are, we're going into February. Finance has kicked up the dates. We need to start working on what we're looking at for finance for next year, next fiscal year. I want you to start looking at getting some quotes for AC contracting, okay? The steamer tray in this kitchen still has not been addressed as far as I
Oh,
know.
I didn't even know
Yeah, there's one of them that is not working.
Okay.
They were supposed to look at that and find out if it was repairable. If it's not, then we need to have it replaced.
Okay, yeah, I'll have Miguel check
Okay.
it first.
There's also in there, we've been talking about this for 2.5 years. It's now budget time. We need to start getting some quotes, okay? There's a sterilizer in there that we have never used. We don't need it. What we need in there is a dishwasher. So let's figure out what we're gonna do with that sterilizer. I don't know if there's any salvageable.
I'll check.
Yeah, I'm not even too concerned about that right now, although that is an issue because we did pay for it. But we do need to get an appliance in there that we can use, which for us is a dishwasher. Instead of having the volunteers here for an hour, hour and a half afterwards, or staff members in here the next business day doing dishes, we need to get a dishwasher in here.
And
So,
the thing with us having public in here, we have to have the sanitation.
well, yeah, but the dishwasher is more important than a sanitizer.
Yeah.
Because the sanitizer only works once the item is clean. So with the budget process coming up, this is gonna be something that I hate to say this to you, Jen, but you're gonna have to hit the ground running on this one. Because we're gonna have to come up with numbers that we can submit to either Joe or Katie to take forward to finance. Okay?
Yeah, actually, Chad has to work with me, yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, anybody else, because we are now at general public, does the board have anything they'd like to add? Anything here? Staff? Nothing?
No, everything's going pretty well.
Did we cover everything? Okay, how about you guys? Come on up, give your name, address. Yeah, slide that switch right towards you.
Hi. My name is Brian Forbes, 4500 Freshwater Court. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Dan
Thank you.
and thank every board member for all they do throughout the year. I want to welcome Lieutenant Moore. He has some very good ideas. I think we should lower the speed limits on some of these roads, each road in particular. And you just mentioned about the dishwasher. There are some low-cost 3-chemical dishwashers that use bleach as a sanitizer that use 110 volts. They're not expensive, and they would fit in there probably no problem at all. Again, thank you for letting me in, we appreciate it very much.
Okay, and that was, it's a machine that does, did you get that?
Yeah, three cup dishwasher that also washes and sanitizes.
Yeah, they're called low temp dishwashers.
Perfect,
So you don't need a high temp dishwasher.
perfect.
Okay?
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Anyone else? Yes, Marcy, come on up.
Right,
At the
right
top
the
where
end.
your finger's at,
Just
slide it towards you.
Okay, Marcy McKay, 3764 Southwest Bluegill. I am the leader of Pins and Needles Stitchers, and my question or statement is for Lieutenant Moore. Last year, my ladies and myself, we made teddy bears that we gave to Officer Bullwinkle that she supplied to the patrol cars that they gave out to children when they had a call involving a child. And I'd like to know if you would like some more or need any more, because the girls would be more than happy to make more bears for you.
Right now, we just have. Yes, we can always use them. I know we just had another organization that donated 4 boxes right at Christmas time. And out of those 4, I want to say we only have 1 box left.
Okay, I will get with my girls next week on Monday, and hopefully by maybe next meeting, I will have bears for you.
Perfect.
Okay, thank
Yep.
you.
Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you, dear. I can say that, that's legal.
Anyone else? Okay, with that, the next advisory board meeting will be held February 19th. It's on the sheet that you picked up at the door. It says 6:30. Please make sure that you adjust that to 6, especially if you're interested in attending the budget workshop. Remember, it is open to the public, and I highly suggest that you guys come. That way it answers a lot of the questions that we get during the year about, well, where is our money going? Why are we spending it here? And so on and so forth. So make that adjustment. Other than that, we will see you back here next month. Meeting's adjourned.